Welcome to Living Fuel TV. This is Casey Krejci. So is eating organic foods really important? Are they more healthy and nutritious than conventionally grown foods? Not according to a recent study by Stanford University that was just published in the Annals of Internal Medicine. So this study says that organic produce offers no benefit over conventional farming methods when it comes to nutrition and health, according to the findings of a new wide-ranging review of the evidence. Now, does this really make sense to you? If you've been with us very long, you've seen that we've reported on the dirty dozen, the conventional foods that have more pesticides than the best ones. If you separate the foods that are conventionally grown, some of them have more pesticides than others, and we reported on which ones those were. It was done by the Environmental Working Group. So we've reported on that for 2, 3, 4 years now, and there's been a lot of back and forth over whether organic food is worth it or not. This study talks about that the team did find that organic food consumption reduced exposure to any detectable pesticide residues by about 30%, but noted that pesticide levels were generally within allowable limits for safety anyway. 30%. Folks, if that's not enough reason to eat organic, then you're not gonna be convinced you should just go eat whatever you want to eat. But the point is, the pesticides are one of the biggest issues. Now, looking further into the study, they compare things like, they use words like more nutritious, but then they said that conventional foods have just as much carbohydrates and fats and proteins as the organic foods. No one, I don't think, has ever argued whether the fat content or the protein content or the carbohydrate content was any different in conventional or organic. We're talking about the pesticides, and in the meats we're talking about the antibiotics and so on. So the coffee is one of the most pesticided and herbicided crops on the planet. Dozens of different chemicals on a non-organic coffee, whereas organic coffee, obviously, they don't spray chemicals on. So there are so many things that seem misleading about this study, and I read another quote. It says there was also no difference in protein or fat content between organic and conventional milk, though the team did find weak evidence of the nutritional superiority of organic foods in that organic foods contain significantly higher levels of total phenolic compounds, which have antioxidant properties, and that organic milk and chicken contain higher levels of omega-3. Again, we're talking dramatic differences. If you have higher omega-3 and higher phenolic compounds, then it is simply better for you. So another thing I want to point out here is, it says while researchers found organic produce is 30% less likely to be contaminated with pesticides than conventional fruits and vegetables, the reviewers noted that organic foods are not necessarily 100% of pesticides. Of course, there's pesticides in the atmosphere, it's in your water, it's going to be everywhere, but we're talking trace amounts versus amounts that can cause harm to human health. You really have to use your head in some of these studies, and then you got to follow the money. We just found out yesterday that this study was funded by Monsanto and Cargill. So draw your own conclusions from that, but I think if you use your head and follow the evidence, that there's a lot of evidence out there about the benefits of having lower pesticide exposure and having better omega-3s and more antioxidants and so on, is dramatic. So hope that was helpful to you. God bless you and have a great day.